Well, we made it through the night. We didn't have to eat at the gas station after all. We found a Mexican restaurant we ate at.
It was actually pretty good.
It was actually right close by. It must have been new. They must have just built it. So we ate there, and we survived. No food poisoning, so that was good.
Always a bonus.
So we've been looking at our appliances here. We've got our Furrion
Never chill.
Everchill, which of course, as expected, is not cooling properly. So
No.
it cools to about 50 degrees. So we got a temperature monitor in there, but we put some drinks in there to warm up. Nothing better than some warm water going down the road. So
Yeah, always delicious.
it's actually colder outside than it was in the refrigerator itself. So the shower was moderate success.
When did the hot water heater stop? For me.
When Angie took the extra hot shower this morning, then it sent the water heater into overload, and it was flashing error messages until she turned down the heat a little bit.
I turned it
So
all off.
she maxed out 124 degrees. It's now
I'm
back.
nicely scalded.
Now back to 124. I didn't have a problem in my shower, but
I
there you
think it was the first one to use it that it had issues with.
so the shower door was sticking. So I've got to look at that. Looks like we got some kind of a leak. Probably right out from under here.
Might have to have a little.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, a little caulk in there.
So that's a
Point of contention.
problem. So, as expected, let's see.
And
Everything
Angie
else
can't reach
worked.
the fan.
Yeah, Angie can't reach the fan because she's too short.
Too short.
Okay. The bed was comfortable. We actually changed the mattress. We put our home mattress in so it's extremely high.
I kept thinking I was gonna wake up and hit my head because it's so close now. But
I think it's far enough away, but we also installed a TV in here, which was okay. It was nice.
yeah, it was nice to have.
So in order to fix the refrigerator, apparently what we have to do, there's two fuses in the back. One of the fuses could be blown, or you have to do a hard reset, which means you have to go up, unhook the solar, unhook the batteries, unhook the power, let it set for 15 minutes, and then plug everything back in.
There's no plug on the refrigerator where you could just like hit a switch and
Nope.
just disconnect.
There's no breaker.
Yeah.
It's wired direct to the battery. So this is obviously a long-standing thing with this refrigerator, and we knew that before we bought
Yes.
it because I had been reading the forums and everybody was talking about how
Yep.
bad they were, and I contacted Lippert, and of course Lippert said, "Oh no, these cool down, no problems at all. You don't have to worry about that," and they were fast getting back to me. Did they give me accurate information? No. So I guess we're gonna look for, if that's the situation, I might put like a hard cutoff switch on it and maybe rewire it and wire the fuses down to where we can access them, because to get to the fuses you got to pull the refrigerator out of the whole thing.
It's only 130 pounds.
And so we knew this. So I'm going to look for other options. Apparently the domestics are just as bad. Maybe a Norcold. We haven't had good luck in Norcold in the past, but who knows? Apparently the 12-volt refrigerators just suck.
Maybe not as bad as the propane ones where they freeze up because the propane gets cold.
Yeah.
So-
Well, this trip we weren't expecting it to work, so we didn't put any food in there.
We have cheese sticks.
So yeah,
Drinks.
we have non-perishables in there because we knew that this was going to happen.
Now, the funny thing
It's-
is the freezer works.
Yeah. Now the freezer is extra cold.
Yeah, the freezer works great.
And that's true with everybody's too. So yeah, it's really bad when you spend like $50,000 for an RV, and these refrigerators are about $2,000.
$2,000, yeah, because
And
I
or
looked at replacement.
$2,300 was the actual price of them.
Yep.
And when you buy something and you expect it just to break, you know it's not going to work. You know, that's and you think the manufacturers would figure that out. That
Yeah.
when someone walks in to buy a refrigerator, they say, "Well, I know this is going to break down right away, but I'm going to buy it anyway
No.
because it's my only option.
I'm going out camping
Yeah.
for the sole purpose to be able to eat at my camper and be out in nature. But no, don't give me the
You
refrigerator.
can't do that
give me the ice box.
because even if you do get it fixed once, it's not reliable.
No.
So you can't put food in there and trust it.
No.
I mean, are you going to buy a whole bunch of steaks and put them in there for a week-long
No,
camping
you'd
trip?
have to freeze them
No.
all and hope that they thaw.
And hope that the freezer doesn't go bad.
There's
So
that too.
we actually have a cooler type electric cooler freezer that actually has been working really well that we bought for, I want to say, $200 on Amazon. And that's been working for 2 years.
In the house, plugged in all the
Reliably,
time.
nonstop, at whatever temperature you put it at.
Yep, it stays.
So maybe we'll pull this out and just put a shelf with about 3 coolers in there. It would actually be better than that refrigerator, you know
It
that?
would, because nothing would fall out.
If you just strapped them in there, and then, if they had a side door on them so you could
Yep.
easily access them, that would be,
3 of those stacked in there, and those do run on DC
yeah, they do.
because they have a cigarette lighter thing, so you can put them in your car. So
run
they're
either
meant
on,
for your car.
You can run them on 12 volt or 110.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty awesome. For 3 of those, for $600.
$600 is a deal compared to $2,300 for failure.
For the never chill. That's never chill.
We're gonna get a silver marker and put an N on top of that
Yeah.
if it keeps misbehaving.
I can't wait to use the Furion microwave to see what that brings us.
I've been trying to get off the
See what pain that brings us. Everything seems to be Furion in here, so they're
Is it gonna be Infurion?
they're
Infurious?
they're furious. They're taking over the industry apparently with just crappy goods. What can we make next? What's not going to work this time? Hey, let's make a microwave that explodes on them. So the shower door was probably made by them too. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that.
I'm pretty sure this fan is probably made by them, and that's not long for this world either, I would imagine. I mean, honestly, that fan, I remember those little fans as a kid where you bought the little
the little
DC
water
motors.
bottle.
Yeah, and the little water bottle, that's what that is. They said they saw somebody walking around in the heat with a water bottle. They're like, hey, that idea is gold. Let's put that in the bathroom. It hardly blows any air and does anything. Let's put it in the bathroom.
We're gonna suck all the moisture that you don't want in your RV after a shower.
Yeah.
Let's suck this all out with this little. Well, I can get a straw on the roof and suck out better.
Actually, the fan did work okay, but
after you can reach it.
we also got these LP tank monitors here.
Oh yeah, they were really good.
These are wireless. You just push this once. Is that it?
Yep. It's checking it and it tells you how it is.
Oh.
That's the one we're on right now,
Yeah.
so it went off the full.
And we've used a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't use much. We used 2 showers,
Yeah.
so that does use quite a bit of
Propane.
propane. We'll see. We're gonna monitor it.
Yeah.
The gray tanks on this are small. We get probably 3 showers.
Yep. Because that's only
3
half
showers
the
altogether.
That's half the gray tank, because the other half is up here in the kitchen.
Yes. So
So-
that's probably only like 25
Yeah.
gallons.
So true. Yeah, we get 3 showers.
And of course, we got here yesterday, and we didn't video this. We turned the camera off before we did this part. But what happened here was we pulled there's a cap on this outlet here, and there's your tank valves. You pull those out, and the stuff goes down through there. So those were all closed in. I pulled the tank cap off, and a whole bunch of water comes pouring out. So we had fresh water in all the tanks because we were testing them. So,
It
but
was just
I don't know
water.
what tank is leaking. But if it's the black tank,
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty gross when I pull that cap off every day.
Yeah.
So what we're going to have to do is probably get an extension with a different valve on it.
Yeah. I had seen people had been doing that. It didn't make sense to me having our old RVs. I'm like, well, why would you need that? Because every time we come in here, it's not a big deal.
Well, the other thing is I pulled the gray tank valve to dump our 20 gallons of water in there, and it took forever. It was like it went out at a snail's pace.
Well, probably because it's not enough pressure. I mean, it's only 20 gallons.
Well, that's still a lot.
We got 20.
Our
20
RV, when we had even 10 gallons of water, that thing would dump
Rushing
right
out.
out instantly. I mean, the tanks would empty in probably 10 seconds.
True.
This took like 3 minutes. And it did at home too. When I tested it,
Uh-huh.
I pulled the tank, and it just it just sipped
So
out
you're
of there.
saying your freshwater release valve
So there's,
was way faster?
well, I don't know what the valve size is. I'm assuming there's a tube like that big that goes into the main tube.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Because I don't think it's a full size one. I think they put tubing in there. I can't see because there's
It's
stuff on the bottom.
covered it.
But I bet they put tubing in there, and it's probably like a half inch or something.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I thought it would just be like what our other stuff was, like a nice sewer
I mean, it
hose.
should be, but I don't know. It just does not drain. So, and of course you can't open it up and look at it. You got to pull all the chloroplast off the bottom of the camper to even take a look at it.
Well, we do have the drawings, so I wonder if they have the dimensions of the drawings of the water pipes underneath. We'll have to look.
We did contact Jayco. They did send us all the engineering drawings for this whole thing. So I do have those at least, so I can look at them. I did use them when I was mounting the TV to see how thick the sidewall was, which they didn't give me those dimensions precisely, but so they're kind of half engineered drawings. But so we're headed for another 7-hour, 8-hour drive today, and so we'll get this thing packed up and get back on the road, and I'm sure we'll have problems.
Irritation.
Yeah.
Midway through the day.
Midway through the day, not too bad. We made a couple stops for fuel. We've had wind.
All day.
We've had 15 mile an hour sustained wind with like 20 mile an hour gusts.
Yeah.
25 gusts.
25 gusts.
So it's been not quite as smooth driving, but not bad actually. We haven't really had any issue at all. The hitch has worked out good. The anti-sway control on the hitch is.
I don't feel like we've been drafted at all by semis going by, even with
Not
the
much.
wind.
Not much. Just
not like
just,
I felt.
You can
before.
you can just feel that it's on there now.
Yeah.
But we just pulled into a gas station to get gas.
I was, and it was like bare, and there was no one there. I'm like, sweet. Well, come to find out, the credit card machines didn't work.
So everybody was pulling in and leaving, but just left it wide open for us.
It was awesome. I loved it. I was so happy.
So we're driving through Illinois, and we're of course hitting the famous rain of Illinois.
We always hit this.
We've had to contend with the horrific roads.
Yeah.
And now we contend with the rain. So what's going to happen here, okay, is the rain's going to start falling, and everybody's going to slow down to a crawl and turn their flashers on, and make it a really, really dangerous situation here. We've been through this how many times going through this same area?
Yeah. It's,
Every time we go through, there's always a storm. Always.
I don't know if we're bringing you all bad luck here or what. But
So yeah, so this is how it's going to play out. Rain. Everyone slams on the brakes.
flashers.
Turns on the flashers. Half the people don't even have their lights on,
and half-
they
yeah.
got their flashers on.
And they're gonna blind everyone else.
Yeah. So if people pull off into the side of the road, people
Yeah.
stop in the lane in the road. People will stop
That's
in
what
the road.
happened last time.
Yep.
Where people
So-
just parked.
Extremely dangerous.
Very
I've never
dangerous.
seen anything like it.
I feel it's oncoming here.
I think one of our other videos we actually filmed it.
I think we
One of our
did.
previous videos we actually filmed it. Well, I think it was last year.
It's here.
And so this is what we're coming into again.
Yeah, I can feel it.
But until then, we're getting about 8.7 miles to a gallon. I think we're cruising anywhere between 65 and 70 yet.
Yeah.
Even with the wind, we haven't had any reduction in fuel economy. I've had to pump the hydraulics in the hitch up a couple times. Probably because of all the wind, probably because I didn't have it quite straight when we hitched it up this morning too. So I've had to adjust that a little bit, just for peace of mind. It wasn't really negatively
You couldn't really
affecting
feel
anything.
it, but it was.
Oh yeah, here comes the rain. So we're just gonna. I have these Goodyear Wrangler tires on this Dodge, and they're terrible.
They're horrible in rain.
In rain, they're terrible. But being that they've only got like 10,000 miles on them, they should be pretty good yet. But everything needs a little clean anyway. We got
Mud from the last place.
mud and bugs and you name it.
And pardon the bumpy video. You can blame Illinois roads for that.
Yeah, this is how you know you're in
Because I'm
Illinois.
sorry.
When your head hits the ceiling, then
The
you're-
camera keeps hitting the little arm bar there.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm wearing my seatbelt. I just don't wear the arm strap. Just to let everyone know, because I know someone's going to say something. Otherwise, the deafening ding would be going.
Yeah.
But I did my due diligence, and I got my information in for the tollway, so we can just zip through.
We got our spot reserved at the Indian Casino.
Yes, we do.
The Ho-Chunk,
Ho-Chunk,
if you will. Actually, they have a pretty decent RV park there.
Yeah, it is. It's
So-
quite nice. So hopefully it's not pouring rain to set up. But if it is, that'll be great photographs.
The first thing I'm going to do when we get there is go into the Never Chill and get myself a nice steaming hot chocolate out of there. That's what I'm going
That
to do.
should be nice.
Last time I looked at the temperature thing, it was 55 degrees.
Oh, nice.
Inside the refrigerator.
Well, maybe we could start cooking some brownies or something, or making
Yeah.
some jerky in there.
It would work better as an oven than it would a refrigerator. I'm going to write them. I'm going to write Lippert and tell them that. And by the way, we got our Never Chill, and it works better as an oven. So.
Ah, good times. Hey, what's going on, Mike?
What did I say?
Check this out.
Did my prediction come through or what?
I don't know. Are we gonna start playing the lottery now?
We haven't been stopped in the middle of the road yet.
No luck.
But the trip is not over.
No, it's not. It's
So here we have flashers. Well, that guy doesn't have his flashers.
no, not yet. Oh, that guy next to us did.
I don't know. Should we turn our flashers on?
I don't think that's proper etiquette, but look at
This
this.
is just a little different stretch of road than I usually do.
Yeah, oh, we got one guy crossing the road.
There we got somebody pulled over. Okay. At least he didn't stop in the rain. I'll give
Yeah.
him that.
Yeah, this is always good times.
It probably looks a lot harder to see than it really is. I mean,
Oh, another one
under the overpass.
under the overpass.
I don't think they've ever seen rain here, but
You know, in the Midwest, I thought they used to get rain. Not like Arizona.
yeah.
But hey,
I
look
know it
at
rains every time we come up here.
Yeah.
So,
They probably, only when Mike and Angie here. Oh, everyone's got their flashers on now ahead of us. It's like a chain reaction of flashers.
you know, it was probably a little bit easier to see in the big Class A.
I think so. Because we were up higher, we didn't have all this.
At this angle,
Rain.
it's a little bit harder to see.
Yeah.
But then again, that truck is riding on the lane, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it is.
But, so I don't know.
It's all interesting.
I'm just glad my prediction came through. It
So
always
funny.
does.
That's so funny.
At least you were driving, huh?
No, oh gosh, no. I would have been the person who slowed way down,
Should've
just
been
going
the
slow.
person stopping in the middle.
No, I wouldn't stop underneath the overpass, but I go slow. I'd be like,
No,
I
she'd
go around,
she'd
go
go down
around.
the middle of the road. She'd go down the middle of the
I've
lane.
done
Yeah.
All right. Anything else exciting happens?
20 minutes to our destination.
Yeah. 20 minutes in our now.
Here we are.
We're trying to fix the Never Chill.
we made a stop. we made a stop along the way, and our friends
we
have
are.
a bunch of tools, so we decided to
Why not?
experiment a little bit. So what we found is that everybody said that there's fuses on the back of these. There are no fuses.
No.
There's a control board here. There's the electric there. They said if your refrigerator doesn't work, to do a full power off and reset it.
Yep. And
We
tried
did that
first.
twice. Did nothing. So we pulled it out just to see what was behind it. So there's power wires with capped, not soldered or anything, but they were secure. I mean, they weren't loose. The condenser was
Super hot.
blazing hot.
Yeah, you
Blazing
can touch it.
hot. So there's also a drain bin here that looks like with a heating coil in there that heats the water and evaporates it. But what we found is what we turned off. We took off the front of it, and this is your freezer control. Well, if you look underneath your freezer control,
Here we go.
when you see there's a fan in here, but when you check, when you turn your knob from 1 to 5, it opens a vent. So 5, it closes this vent completely,
Yeah.
which closes any airflow going into the refrigerator. So when you turn it down, if you have it at 1, it opens up the airflow completely. So what we're thinking is that that airflow is going into this area here, which is sending it into the refrigerator. And of course, this drain hole right here, that was frozen up.
Yeah. And same.
So
down here had a bunch of ice on it.
this was frozen up. We had this set at 4 or 5, and the refrigerator wasn't cooling. So we're thinking that once we put that back on, that the refrigerator will cool down if we can open this vent up.
So now when we read something about the 1 to 5, it's correct. If you have this on 1, I bet your refrigerator's colder.
I bet it's really cold.
Yeah.
Because if it's and then I believe what this is here is this is the temperature control for the refrigerator, but I believe this sets the voltage to the condenser. So
Turn it on high,
so the refrigerator unit, if you turn it on high, it's going to run that condenser
at
full
voltage.
Full voltage, which is going to make it run really hot. So there has to be a balance between the freezer and the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So the instructions said something about that, but they didn't really make it clear. And we had like the freezer on 4 and the refrigerator on 2, and we tried different settings, but they didn't do a whole lot at the time, but mostly because the freezer was never set below 4.
Yeah.
So we tried different settings in the refrigerator. They didn't do anything.
No.
So if you've got the freezer set, I'm thinking at 3,
then it'll be equal.
then you could set this at maybe 4 or 3,
Yeah.
and maybe equalize everything.
So it doesn't overheat that
But-
condenser.
Well, we've got a fan right here. We're drying everything out, and then we're gonna put it all back together, plug it back in, and we'll see what happens. And
Yeah.
maybe we'll have food again.
And maybe we'll be in Everchill then.
Maybe instead of an Everchill,
Exactly.
it'll be an
Who knows?
Everchill. We'll find out. Here we are. New campsite filled with full-timers. Looks pretty nice over here, but Angie just got yelled at by the park host over there.
I think I know who's married to.
Because she was driving through here like a maniac. This is the Eagle Ridge Campground
Yeah.
in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's driving in like 10 miles an hour. I said, hey, that guy's gonna come after you. I said, remember what happened last time?
I know. I'm like,
Coming in here 10 miles an hour. He says,
You're kicking up dust?
He says, yep, you're kicking up dust.
you're going too fast.
Never mind the 35 mile an hour wind.
I'm gonna start running. See if I can kick up some dust.
Well, it was funny when we got here. We pulled in,
I was trying to learn.
and she was backing it in and backing it in. They had, as you can see, we have quite a bit of space here. So the lady kept coming over making sure that we were right close to this post.
Like,
So as close as we could possibly get, because she said it fills up in here, and and you know, got to save room for the people next to you. Well, the people next to us have like probably 40 feet of space, and meanwhile we have like 10. But so as you can see here,
it filled in.
yeah, it's pretty full.
It's just packed.
There were a couple more people
Yeah,
here,
there's
but
maybe like 5 more campers here.
yeah, but yeah, it's pretty packed in here. But so we pulled in here. Everything else has been pretty good.
Yeah, we're working on the fridge yet.
We're working on the refrigerator. We stuffed a rag into the thermostat
To make sure the cold air was not blowing directly on it.
So that got it to go down to like 40 degrees. But everything else has been working pretty good.
Yeah.
The furnace works.
Yeah, furnace works.
It's cold here.
Cold jacket.
The hot water works.
Yeah.
And everything else, other than the Harley guys at 5:30, there apparently was a motorcycle rally of some sort this weekend. So the Harley guys were starting up their Harleys
Cycles early in the morning.
at 5:30. That was a nice. That was a nice wake
That's
up.
always a nice wake up when you're
And then
in
of course we
campground.
got traffic on the road here.
Yeah. Constant.
Trucks coming by.
Yeah.
Usually start about 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're headed out tomorrow morning
Yep. For the drive home.
for the drive home. And
We'll see what adventure befalls us then.
yeah, it's been okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say we've survived the first day here. Slides all worked. Everything else worked. And the thing is kind of a mess right now, but
Yeah.
we're packing up.
We're running back and forth constantly, but
Yeah, we're packing up tonight. So we got one gray tank valve that doesn't work,
no, it leaks.
and then
Have the reading things been better now?
the meters on the tanks
They're kind
are
of funky.
they're kind of weird, but they seem to be working now.
Oh, maybe it just.
So every time they don't work, we just have to run it 15 miles down the road on
It
a
shakes
on a really rough road.
The bumps. My goodness.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dare Angie to go drive around the RV park now at 10 miles an hour.
I'm just gonna run. I can run faster.
I bet you drive around there at 6 miles an hour, they'll get you. I bet you if you drove at
No,
5.
dust. It's not
Yeah.
a miles per hour. It's dust. It's
Oh,
for everyone's safety.
Safety?
If you're kicking up dust,
oh,
that means you're over the speed limit.
Oh.
You can just get like soil tack to get rid of said dust, but
well, they should put that on there. They don't say that.
No.
They say 5 miles an hour. I've been driving 5 miles an hour when I drive in here, but well, somewhere around there. But I know there's a bunch of people. I know that guy in the Harley was kicking up dust because I
Yes.
saw him burn
Yeah.
out of here. So they must chase people around all day
all
long
day
doing that.
long.
Seems. I suppose they have nothing else to do.
No.
But work campers. So don't be a work camper.
Yeah. Or don't be a rebel, at 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You wild woman!
not one of my life choices, but
No.
chasing people around complaining because they're going 5 miles an hour.
When there's no one. I mean, there's not like
there's
kids
nobody
are jiving out of the
Yeah.
way. There's no one's picking with their pets with the leash.
People are pulling dust out of their eyes. They're like, oh
They're
my god.
like, oh my god, my eyes.
The joys of trailer parks.
Yeah.
We'll carry on.
Where are you taking us, Mike?
Back to the dealer.
Ah.
We completed our journey, 2,700 miles. A little over 2,700 miles.
Okay.
We left the RV resort, the last one that stopped you for speeding.
Yeah.
Of course, as we watched people speed all evening long,
All evening long.
and nobody did a thing.
No, nothing. I don't know
Nobody
if
did
it's
a thing.
the red truck that makes them angry, but it was just so funny because when we checked in, the lady came over and said, now, be careful because don't leave anything outside in coolers because people are stealing stuff from the coolers.
No, she said lock everything up.
Oh, that
because
was-
people are stealing coolers
Oh, stealing coolers.
and other things.
And other things.
So we're like, well, that's the first time we've ever been told that someone was stealing things because we've never really locked our stuff.
No. Even with
For
the
the
big
most
Class
part.
A,
Yeah. And this is the first place we locked up, but we successfully left there without getting anything stolen.
Yes, we
Of course-
did.
Of course, it got to the point where we could hardly get back into the RV because the door lock was
The
messed
door
up.
is messed up and it's like complicated. You turn left once, you turn right twice or something. It was...
So the refrigerator kept heating up all the way back. I think by the time we got back, it was near 50 degrees again. Full of food, of course.
So it's not being empty that didn't keep it cold. That was more involved.
So the weight distribution hitch, that kept changing pressure all the way back. Sometimes it was supposed to be 1,500. Sometimes it was like 800. Other times it was like 3,000.
Yeah, it jumped all the way up.
2,500. So I had to constantly adjust it all the way back. I don't know what was causing that, but
Yeah, we'll have to delve into that a little bit.
yeah, I'm going to look into that more. So a little more testing is required for that. But other than that, 2,700 miles, we had 3 problems. We had the refrigerator,
Yep.
we had the gray tank valve was stuck, and we had
roller on the shower.
door. Nothing major.
Nothing major.
Heater worked. The hot water worked great.
Yeah.
Air conditioning all worked, which we
Yes.
didn't even use the air much there because it was cold.
The heater worked.
The heater worked.
Which is not very good, but
All the slides worked.
yep.
No bad smells out of the black tank.
No.
That was probably the best. That was the best first out experience we've ever had in a motorhome or in an RV.
Yes, and it was. It really was because we didn't have anything that stopped us.
Especially for driving those rough roads for almost 3,000 miles. That thing was shaking all over the place. So not one screw. There wasn't one
no
screw
screws,
anywhere.
no light caps,
No drawers falling off.
no
woodwork
weird
falling
trim.
off. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Not an issue at all with any of the trim, anything like that.
No.
So that was surprising.
Yeah.
Nothing outside either. All the wheel wells stayed on good. It was a surprise.
Yeah.
I was expecting much worse than that. I had a bag full of tools and all I used is a screwdriver and I think a pry bar or something to get the refrigerator out, but that was it. So
The refrigerator does not have a fuse.
no. Now we're taking it to the dealer. I don't know how long it's going to be.
No,
there
we're going to
for,
count down the days.
but
We'll have a day count here.
I would have fixed the stuff myself.
If we had a
This guy, I don't know what this guy's doing, but
He's
he's
pulling over.
blocking us onto the railroad tracks here. Look at this guy. Now he's finding a place to pull over.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Now he's got out of the way. Slow
Clear.
around here, I guess.
South again.
So we took it to the dealer. They said they didn't know how long it would be.
No, there's 10 or so campers in front of us, so we'll see. Because he asked how old it was. And I'm like 2 weeks maybe. So I don't know.
Well, I would have fixed it myself, but the refrigerator, I think they're going to have to replace it.
Yeah.
So
Because we tried everything.
all the other stuff I could fix. It's not any big deal at all. It's just the refrigerator. I just go buy a new one and put it in there, but I don't know if they're going to warranty it or whatever. It's $2,300.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe that.
so I didn't want to mess with that, but
It's awkward.
it is.
To be honest. I mean, you climbed up on the roof, you disconnected the power from the solar, and
Yeah, we tried about everything we could try,
yeah.
but that's okay. So I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy. We'll be set for our Oshkosh trip here in about a month and a half.
Yep. So if it does take 2 weeks, that's not a problem.
Yeah. So Jayco, 2 thumbs up so far.